Open the hatch to gain access to the bulb assembly.
Remove the cover by prying it off.
The steps needed to access the other side are the same as this side.
Disconnect the bulb housing. Push the tab and pull the connector to remove it.
So when you get this panel off, before pulling back anything, you can take off the 2 bolts on the bottom of the taillight housing. And basically you have to go up kind of at an angle through here. The bolts are actually kind of up here, but the way you have to get to them is like up through here.
There are 2 bolts that need to be removed.
Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
Remove the next panel.
Remove the panel by prying it down.
First thing we want to do is we need to remove like this whole section here. And in order to do that, first thing we need to do is, no matter what side you're working on, we're going to put the seat forward here, like so. And what that's going to do is give us access to one 8mm bolt that's right here. And we're going to pop that bolt out, okay? So once you have that bolt out, you can kind of start here, get a panel puller in there, and you kind of got to pull this entire section kind of back like that. Be careful because there are plastic tabs on there and they can be pretty tight.
There's still one more bolt that needs to be removed. Here's a closer look at the bolt.
Remove the bolt by turning it counterclockwise.
In order to remove the housing, you must disengage and pull back the rear bumper cover. Loosen 5 T25 Torx bolts in the wheel well and a couple on the bumper located near the housing. Then pull the bumper back.
Pry the housing away from the vehicle first, then pull it out.
You're less likely to scratch the paint on your vehicle if you use a panel puller to help pry out the housing.
Now you can replace your housing with a new one.
Align the tabs and push the housing to get it back into place. You may need to use some force to get the bulb housing back in place. You should hear it connect to the vehicle.
Remember to replace the bumper cover.
Replace the bolt by turning it clockwise. Position the panel so that the tabs line up with their respective slots and press in.
Don't be afraid to use a little force.
Another section you got to be wary of is up top here where this liner is, because some of this kind of goes underneath the liner, like right there where the clips are, and then the rest of it kind of just sits there. And then once you have it into place, there is a bunch of kind of clips like here and kind of on the bottom. Push here to get these back into place.
Replace the bolt by turning it clockwise. Position the panel so that the tabs line up with their respective slots and press in.
There are 2 more bolts that need to be replaced.
Reconnect the bulb housing. Push the connector straight in to connect the bulb housing. Replace the cover by aligning the tabs and pushing it back in place.